From faking a plane crash to faking your own death, or even the death of a beloved one. A YouTuber's life is defined by how many views they get and how much people actually talk about them, because simply put, views equal money. Now some creators try to put more effort into their content in order to get more attention, the humble way, but others prefer to go the dark route of fabricating fake drama, lies, and outrageous behavior in order to go viral and get people to talk about them. Just like what Neon did when he was just starting out as a small streamer and YouTuber. Neon was just a kid doing the regular Let's Play videos and streaming Fortnite, but being in such a competitive industry, he knew that just playing the game wasn't gonna be enough to get people to talk about him, and he had to go the extra mile and stir up some controversy. It was clear that Neon had his own ways of grabbing attention. Even while playing Fortnite, his clickbaiting videos, thirst for attention and drama creating personality was obvious from the start. He just needed the right setting and situation to capitalize on. In 2019, Neon decided to shock his fans with the news of his death, stating he had a seizure and passed away. This spread massively within the YouTube community, as Neon was just a kid at the time, and the news of seeing a kid in the community suddenly passing away is heartbreaking. Neon released 4 videos in total related to his death, the first one announcing his illness, the second being his final words, the third being the official announcement, and the final one just a couple of days after announcing his death, stating that he is alive and he had a last-minute surgery which was successful. People actually bought the story, and everyone believed that a little kid on YouTube just passed away, but behind the scenes, Neon was just watching his views skyrocket and decided to go celebrate by watching a basketball game live on TV.
I was celebrating. I went to a Rockets game. My family. It was a great time.
Celebrating that your death worked.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then I got caught on TV. They're showing a replay of like someone shooting a jump shot, and in the back you just see me and my mom just sitting right there.
And that's what gave it up?
Yep.
On top of being caught on live TV, there were many signs that point out how the whole story is fake. The first being how the timelines don't really align. How could someone who was in a life-threatening situation just a couple of days ago and went through a life-or-death surgery be sitting normally, talking in front of the camera, with no signs of stitches or bandages anywhere on his body? After inconsistencies in his videos, drama channels and commentary YouTube started doing videos exposing Neon, and the whole thing was soon revealed to be fake and done by Neon just for clout. But to be fair, it did work out quite well in Neon's favor, because after this incident, people started showing up more to his videos, and he started to go crazier and harder with his clickbait and outrageous behaviors. Once he saw that controversies equals views, he never went back, and well, the rest is history. Neon went the full length and actually faked his own death, but this next YouTuber faked an incident that resulted in the crash of a full plane in the middle of nowhere. Trevor Daniel Jacob is a 30-year-old YouTube creator and former Olympic athlete that posts extreme stunt videos, and just like everyone, his videos weren't really getting the attention he actually wanted, which resulted in him creating and uploading a video titled "I Crashed My Airplane" on December of 2021. In the video, Trevor was flying his plane normally when suddenly his engines turned off and something wrong happened with the plane, which prompted him to eject himself out of it, selfie stick in hand and parachute on his back, leaving his plane behind, gliding down the mountains and crashing on the ground. The clip immediately went viral on all social media platforms, and talks started around the whole incident, especially from other pilots and even people online, stating that ejecting out of the plane is the last thing any pilot should think about if this was an actual real incident. Many people pointed out how Jacob was already wearing a parachute, made no attempt to glide the aircraft to a safe landing area, and took a camera and a selfie stick with him when abandoning the plane. Shortly after, Trevor was accused of deliberately crashing the plane by federal prosecutors in California. Jacob most likely committed this offense to generate social media and news coverage for himself and to obtain financial gain. Nevertheless, this type of daredevil conduct cannot be tolerated, as stated in the official news release. The order further notes that Jacob made no attempt to contact air traffic control on the emergency frequency, nor did he attempt to restart the engine after the propeller stopped, and he didn't look for a suitable emergency landing location, even though there were multiple areas within gliding range in which he could have made a safe landing. Trevor was later sentenced to 6 months in federal prison for this incident and had his pilot certificate revoked. His goal was achieved. He generated quite a buzz online, and his video now has over 4.5 million views, but he did have to deal with the consequences of his actions. Now, one of the most notorious cases of fake drama for views has to be the situation involving Jay Station. Jay Station, whose real name is Jason Itier, was a YouTuber known for his 3 AM challenge videos. On January of 2020, Jay Station broke the news to his 5.4 million subscribers by uploading a video titled "My Girlfriend Alexia Died, Rest in Paradise." In the video, he claimed that his girlfriend, Alexia Murano, had died in a tragic car accident. He was visibly emotional, crying in front of the camera, saying that Alexia was hit by a drunk driver and that he was heartbroken. He spoke about how much he loved her, how devastated he was, and asked his fans to leave supportive comments. "She got hit, guys. She's gone," he said in the now deleted video. He then proceeded to upload more videos in the following days, capitalizing on the tragedy. One of the most shocking was a video where he claimed to have attempted to communicate with Alexia using an Ouija board, trying to speak to her from beyond the grave. Both videos Itier uploaded regarding the incident were actually monetized, promoted his and Alexia's joint prank channel, Dream Team, and had links to merch sites in the description box showing his clear intentions to just generate more traffic, views, subscribers, and sales to his business. However, suspicions arose almost immediately. Fans began questioning the authenticity of the whole story because there were no news reports of such an accident and there were inconsistencies in his narrative. The police was contacted by a concerned viewer, but they had no record of Alexia's supposed death. JStation is lying about his dead girlfriend, tweeted the channel Some Ordinary Gamers. I've spent the entire night browsing and checking the police department in Toronto and Ottawa. No police reports, no local news agencies, and worst of all, no family is confirming. A few days later, Alexia herself came forward and revealed that she was very much alive. She stated that the entire thing had been fabricated by JStation as a way to boost his channel's views. She claimed that JStation pressured her into being part of this fake drama, and after she refused, she left him. Multiple others started creating videos exposing his lies and revealing how he faked the whole thing just for more views and subscribers. Things only got worse when JStation admitted in a follow-up video that he had made up the entire story. He confessed to lying about Alexia's death, saying that he did it to help his channel gain more subscribers and attention. He tried to paint himself as a victim, claiming he had made a mistake and was just trying to create content. He also released unseen footage, which he claimed was proof Alexia had been on board with the prank from the beginning. I thought of the idea, what if we fake your death and then do a skit on YouTube pranking everybody, saying it was just to gain traction on the Dream Team channel. First, we were going to say she died. Then, we were going to do an Ouija board video, which I did. Then, we were going to call her at 3 AM and we were going to resurrect her and get more followers on our Dream Team channel. He then went on to explain how his life is ruined now and apologized from Alexia's family and his subscribers. His apology didn't do much to help his case. Most saw it as an insincere and too little, too late. The damage was done. His reputation took a massive hit and he lost many subscribers and supporters. JStation was eventually demonetized by YouTube, meaning he could no longer make money from his videos, and his channel was permanently removed shortly after. It seems that faking your own death is a trend amongst creators that want to go viral quickly and spark some controversies, because what happened with Lil Tay is quite similar. Lil Tay, known for her outrageous persona as the youngest flexer of the century, became famous for flaunting money, luxury cars, and a lifestyle that shocked viewers given her young age. But behind the scenes, things were far more complicated than they seemed, especially when a fake death rumor rocked the internet. Claire Hope first rose to fame in 2018 at just 9 years old. Her viral videos featuring her cursing, bragging about her wealth, and flexing an extravagant lifestyle. However, it was later revealed that much of her content was staged, with her brother and mother heavily involved in shaping her online persona. While that controversy was one part of her story, things took a much darker turn in 2023. In August of 2023, an announcement was posted on Lil Tay's official Instagram account claiming that she has died unexpectedly, along with her brother. The post, written as if it were from her family, expressed grief and shock, and it immediately sent the internet into a frenzy. Fans, media outlets, and influencers began sharing the post, mourning the tragic death of the young star, and for hours, the world believed Lil Tay had passed away. However, just one day later, Lil Tay herself came forward, saying she was alive and well, and that the death announcement was a hoax. In an exclusive statement to TMZ, she claimed that her Instagram account had been hacked, and that the post about her death was completely fake. She expressed her frustration, saying the situation had deeply impacted her and her family. Yet, many people were skeptical. The sudden reappearance of Lil Tay after such a shocking announcement led to speculations that this was just another publicity stunt, orchestrated either by her or those managing her. Some felt that the timing, the bizarre nature of the post, and the media attention it gained seemed too convenient, giving her fading relevance at the time. While some fans were relieved that Lil Tay was alive, others felt manipulated and deceived. Critics accused her and her team of fabricating the entire situation to reignite interest in her fading career. The fact that Lil Tay's persona had already been exposed as manufactured made the fake death rumor even more suspect in the eyes of the public. Fast forward to today, Tay's Instagram and X account shared a series of posts on September 11 and 12 that raised new concerns online. Please pray for Tay. We will be updating you as more information becomes available, read the first post. A few hours later, another post was uploaded to the account, noting that Tay was in the ICU. A third post was shared a few hours after, stating that Tay had been diagnosed with a life-threatening heart tumor, and asked fans for their love and prayers. The post also included an X-ray video of what appears to be her heart. On September the 13th, another update was shared to Tay's account. Tay is about to undergo major open heart surgery to remove her heart tumor. This is a critical procedure. We ask for your prayers for a successful operation. People online are still debating whether this is actually true or just another PR stunt to get people talking about Lil Tay again. This just shows how creating fake drama online can actually affect one's reputation, because when things get real, no one will actually believe it. One incident that got the whole internet community talking, however, was when 21 Savage appeared on Adin Ross's stream and possibly cheated him out of $250,000. Now, this incident wasn't proven to be faked or staged, but still, many speculations and points lead to it being set up in order to generate online buzz, especially that 21 Savage was ready to go on SNL shortly after the incident. Adin Ross hosted a gambling stream and invited 21 Savage on as a special guest, and while playing a game where 21 will have to pick a card from a pile of scattered ones on the table, Ross looks away from the table to check the live stream, and at that moment, 21's friend points to a specific card on the table, which he chooses after Ross turns his attention back to the game. The card turns out to be a queen, seemingly winning the rapper the high-stakes bet. But shortly after, Ross noticed his stream chat telling him to check the cards on the table, as they noticed some of them were marked. Ross then proceeded to check the cards on the table, discovering that indeed some were marked while others weren't. 21 Savage and his friend appeared surprised at the discovery, inspecting the cards themselves and comparing them with cards from another deck, acting as if they were seeing this for the first time along Adin. Adin Ross didn't think much of it, and he felt that 21 Savage would not cheat him out of the money, and he never accused him or his friend of doing anything. But people in the chat and online later on didn't quite believe that 21 didn't know, and rumors started spreading that 21 Savage actually cheated Adin off of his money. The clip went viral, and many other commentators started giving their 2 cents around the issue, most notably DJ Academics that personally talked to Adin about the issue. A few days later, streamer Kai Cenat called Adin Ross, and he revealed that he did call Savage afterwards, and he apologized, saying it was someone in his entourage who was guilty of placing the marked cards. He was just saying to me like, I got the wrong people around me. I'm sorry about that, bro. It's just flat out embarrassing. And then he was like, send me your wire. I'll make sure you have the wire in the morning, said Adin Ross. Even though the incident was done, people still believe that the whole thing was staged and faked just for extra publicity and views, as well as to promote the artist's appearance on the popular late-night show SNL. Further evidence concerning the idea that it was fake came on 21's own website. Days after the scandal, 21 started selling branded dice and cards as merch. YouTubers and streamers are known to do anything for views, but these incidents just goes to show how far some are willing to go in order to get the fame, views, and the clout.